Hello, Mark Krossfild here. We've got Lockie Magic on the camera, Coach Lockie.
Coach Lockie,
Matthew Lockie, unfollow. We're at the beautiful East Devon. It's January and the course is open. We've had so much rain, but we are going to go bunker shot on this practice area. No green to work with.
Red flag.
Red flag, so high bunker shot, just down to not much slope, or not much green on a down slope. Two ways of playing the shot. I'm old school, which I'll talk to you about how I play. Matt is
New school.
New school. Linear. Hey? Body is an engine, all those kind of things.
Sort of
so we're talking so we'll talk to you a little bit about how we play a high flopping bunker shot, old school, new school. Let's get stuck in. Right, I'm going to use my 60 degree, my most lofted club. Matt, what are you using?
I've got 58.
That's your most lofted, isn't it?
Yep.
So we've got the big high slope here, going on to a downhill lie, just running out to flag. So you've got to play a very delicate, kind of high flopping bunker shot. So the way I would play it is old school, how you'd have heard people say they play it for years. I will aim my face, so the blade of the club, at the target to a fraction right. So basically my face feels like it's slightly open. But then what I'll do is I'll lower my hand, which will make the loft not point to the right, makes the loft point straight, which you might have seen some of my other videos. I'm then going to point my feet off to the left. So my face is pointing target to slightly right, feet pointing left, and I'm going to swing what I feel is on the line of my feet, so across the ball. I'm going to try and hit an inch behind the sand, and I'm going to control the ferociousness of, or lack of the explosion. I'm going to try and control how hard I hit that sand or how soft I hit the sand to get the desired distance. So ball position with this club as well. People always ask ball position. It depends where you want to reference ball position. Ball position of a right angle to the target would be way off my left foot. Ball position of a right angle to where my feet are aimed are in the middle. So you can choose which ball position you reference. See what I mean? Ball position is often referenced off a line going towards a target, right angle line coming off that, but you've got to remember I'm stood all skew-if to those lines, so you might get two versions of what you think the ball position is. Does that make sense, Matt? That's not that clear. That's hard one to get. That makes sense.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
no, that's good, I think.
Yeah, so it's way left is what it feels, but it also feels central in relationship to where I'm swinging.
So if we move to where you're sort of aiming, or
yeah,
here,
so you would be there, you'd see it's more in the middle.
Slightly more towards the middle, but because we're now opening up to you, we're more towards your left foot.
That's what it appears.
Yeah.
So I'm literally going to go, if we go this way, I'm swinging across the ball with an open face in my mind. Okay, so let's give it a go.
Club is pointing at the target?
It's at the target to a fraction right when I'm being this high, but that is the leading edge.
Okay.
You've got to remember, if you have the leading edge pointing right, but if I drop the handle, then the loft is not actually pointing as right as the leading edge. I've done other videos on that, which you might want to look at. So the face, as I look down at it, appears to be pointing right at target. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But I know it's not because I'm dropping my handle.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Face plane tilt.
Are you with me? Yeah. Right, here we go. I give it the little shuffle just to get a little bit of stability in my stance. That's not necessity, I could play without that, but I feel more comfortable that way. Also just sinks me down because I want to get below the ball, I want to get into the sand and not hit the ball. Let's give it a go. I'm not thinking about length for swings so much. I know I'm going to make a foolish length swing here quite slow, but I'm thinking much more about how hard or soft I hit that sand basically. Here we go, let's flop it up there. Oh, look at that, it needed a fraction more. Just going to give that another go.
That's an old school shot for you there, Mark.
That is as, yeah, look, that is as close as I can get that to being short of the flag. Let's give it one more go. It's nicer, just spin a little bit.
Yeah,
just rolled on. I would want to do better than that on those two, but I feel if you give me enough goes of these, bunker practice, unfortunately working at a range isn't my highest priority. We haven't got a bunker.
Excuse.
So this is literally it. But I would be happy with the results, as in this is a tough bunker shot, but I would look towards getting a bit closer than that. Let's see how the Lockie magic works.
At Coach Lockie
in
magic.
Unfollow.
Boom.
In
tick. Yes, please.
Go on then, Matt, let's see it. Right, Matt.
Okay.
Show me this magic. 58.
There's part of the magic
58.
straight off. If anyone wants
I
to
edited the last video that we did at Laguna, and that club was getting thrown around a bit. Go on then.
Okay, so new school.
New school.
Type stuff.
New doesn't mean better.
No,
Just means it's a newer theory.
Again,
I just want to point that out.
There's no right or wrong.
Correct. The only right way to play in this is get the ball as close as possible.
Yeah, again. So, unlike you, my feet are parallel.
Yeah, so you are not opening your stance, are
I'm
you?
not opening my stance. So
You
I've
are-
got target line.
Yeah.
My feet line are parallel to it.
Linear.
Someone's made lots of money out of doing that.
I'm not sure how much, but
Yeah.
that's what people like to think.
So parallel with my feet to my target line.
Yeah, so that's different.
I also open up my club face.
Okay, so you point your face where? Right.
Right. is
Go on,
what
put
it
that down
seems
by the
like.
ball again.
So mine is way open.
Yeah.
But again, I'm going to do the same sort of thing as you.
Lower the handle.
Yeah, I'm going to get real sort of athletic.
Oh, right, okay.
Real
So
nice
look like
and low.
you've got some issues with your bowels kind of stance.
I'm going to have real wide stance.
Yeah, okay.
Not so narrow and open.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to get low. So this club is now also pointing at the target.
Yeah, so the loft is pointing at the target, even though the leading edge is pointing off to the
Correct.
right.
And my club path will hopefully be
Straight.
straight.
Yeah, so this is in lots of ways, this I would argue is a simple way. When I used to teach beginners, I used to teach a class of beginners, so a group lesson,
Yeah.
getting into opening stances and la-di-da-da just blew their heads off because
Yeah.
they had never seen a bunker before. They had like their 5th lesson with
Yeah.
getting the bunker to do a bit of short game. I used to say to them, hit an inch behind
Yeah.
and make a follow through. Don't open up, stand straight, swing straight, just
Yeah.
practice hitting the sand in the right place and make a committed follow through so you move some sand. They were getting out of the bunkers like within 10 minutes of that
Easy,
if they
yeah.
followed those instructions.
Yeah, yeah.
The ones who had knew a little bit and trying to open were getting in such a mess. So often
And this
I would
is
say the linear way is, or whatever,
This is
the
probably
locky way.
Locky magic way. This is probably more simple for ball position as well.
Of course it is, it's much, I mean,
Yeah, that's
just
what
my
it is.
explanation of ball position has left
Yeah.
people's heads scratching.
So my ball position again, I go by body part.
Yeah.
So it's slightly forward on my sternum.
Good.
So I hit sand first, then that pushes the ball out.
Let's see some magic.
Yeah.
I want to see
As
some.
long as I get closer than that one, I'm happy.
The second one was not bad.
So real wide, nice and low. Open your club face. I also have my hand slightly back.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
Okay, so they're not sort of forward. 'cause
So you're
my weight's
adding bounce
forward.
by doing that, aren't you?
Adding bounce, because that again is going to glide through the sand
Yeah.
nicely instead of.
Chop it back or bounce it back out.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's
So
see
let's
it.
do it
I'm
again.
ready.
Here we go.
Locky
Feel the
magic.
pressure now.
Oh, it's up.
So good.
See, that was good with that, and that is inside mine. Not by much, but it is inside mine.
Crossfield bloody feet again, look.
Yeah, that is a good shot. I'm gonna have another go.
Right, one,
So what? Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So what is good with yours, which I think is interesting from your approach? You came out with a lot more height,
Loads of height.
which is why yours stopped. I would say mine pitched actually closer.
And right.
Or as in to the roll out area, because it was coming out low, it rolled out that bit more. So your approach there does very much work.
And I had more loft, less loft.
Yeah, absolutely. But you didn't at delivery. I would argue you had more because of the way you were
yeah.
playing it. So look, let's have a couple more hits at these, because this isn't a video about saying that Matt's way is better or my way is better, as we keep saying. This is just giving you some ideas of ways that you should find or practice or experiment with playing the best bunker shots. Because when we practiced the shot before we played it, which Matt will agree with, I hit two pretty, I mean, I nearly holed one or two of them, I think, didn't I?
Yeah, they were good. Yeah.
So I do feel I can get as close of you with my style of shot.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say yours is better or worse. So let's hit a couple more and just show you
You
guys.
look at your divots here though as well.
Yeah,
That's my divot there,
yeah,
and this is yours.
yeah.
It's what, 6 inches longer?
Mine
Did you
is.
say, yeah?
Yeah.
So I try and take this amount of sand, about a foot long, nearly every single bunker
Yeah,
shot,
absolutely. Yeah.
and then just change the length of my swing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Change the distance.
Okay, so we're going to hit a couple of shots here then, just to show you guys. You know,
hold one.
yeah, let's get one really close. When you're ready, Matt. Like that. Oh, that took a bad bounce. Right guys, there you go, bunker play. We witnessed some locky magic there.
Awesome, isn't it?
Very good, yeah, it's good. I mean, I feel like I said, it's not about, when there was most things in for golf coaching for me really, it's about finding what really works for you within some kind of sensible parameters. You know, if you say this works for you, trying to roll it up the slope, I would argue that doesn't work for you that well, but within some certain ideas, and there's two there, you've got to find the best way for you, way that gets you out the most, makes you feel comfortable, getting the right distance. The thing that we both did is we both controlled how hard we hit the sand, didn't we?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's really all we're doing, is controlling how hard we impact that sand to try and make sure we get the distance required. The only difference is we presented slightly different lofts.
Different lofts and different amount of sand.
So then I'm working out how much mine's going to roll out, where you're working how much yours is going to go up and stop. So on a longer bunker shot, that shot might feel like it's harder to reach.
Yeah.
Where mine will always often have a little bit of run out. But interesting video there. Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.
East Devon, thanks for letting us film here. Matt's the pro here, he coaches here. If you're looking for lessons with Matt, he's always here to help with some locky magic.
Oh.
Doesn't keep it a secret. You share the magic, don't you, Matthew?
I'm happy to share. Everyone wants a bit of locky magic.
Good stuff. Thanks for watching. Post comments down below. Which version do you use? Have you heard of the other version, or you only heard of mine, or only heard of Matt's? It's funny because we're called old school. There'll be people who've grown up only using your way, I would imagine.
Yeah,
or playing and never heard of the old man's way. Thanks for watching. Post comments down below, and we'll speak to you soon. So if you like what's going on here, don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel. Also thumbs up the video, post comments, love to hear what you guys got to say. Let's keep it social. The more we talk, the more we share, the easier this game will get for everybody. So if you want to find me on Facebook here, you can find me on Facebook. If you want to tweet me, find me on Twitter here as well. Just follow the links, all in the description. Come and join the show, get active, get involved, get playing some better golf. Thanks for watching.